friends, welcome back to another episode of HavahSomeStories. It is still almost Valentine's Day, and I have a Valentine story for you called The Valentine Bears by Eve Bunting. It's a good one. It's about love. It was August 14th, and the bear's den was snug and sure for winter. Miss Bear set her alarm for February 14th. Then she curled herself comfortably against Mr. Bear's back and listened to his snores. It was good to settle down for the long 4 months' sleep. When the alarm went off 4 months later, Miss Bear could hardly believe it. It seemed as if she had just gone to bed. "My," she said, yawning, "spring already?" Then she remembered it wasn't spring yet. She'd set the alarm early for a special reason. Wonder what it could be. Miss Bear stretched and scratched, kissed Mr. Bear on the nose, and got up. Mr. Bear could sleep through just about anything, and she was glad she had things to do. First, she made a sign. It is nice to share Valentine's Day with someone you love. She tacked the sign up on the wall so Mr. Bear could see it the instant he woke up. Leaves had blown into the den while they slept. Miss Bear brushed them into a pile and swept them outside. "Brr," she said, standing in front of the den. "You'd think they'd put this special day in summer. Mr. Bear and I never shared Valentine's Day in all our years together." Miss Bear dug up the honey pot she'd buried in the fall. She pawed off the lid and smiled. It was fruity and rich and smelled of summer, just the way Mr. Bear liked it. Miss Bear carried the pot inside and put it on the table next to the bowl of crunchy, dried beetles and bugs. Crispy critters. How Mr. Bear loved crispy critters. She had made 2 Valentine poems way back in summer. Now she got them out of a drawer. One said, "Red berries are red, blue berries are blue, termites are sweet, and so are you." And the other said, "Your teeth are so sharp, your claws are so fine, Mr. Bear, you are my Valentine." So sweet. She couldn't decide which poem she liked best, so she decided to give them both to Mr. Bear. Miss Bear hurled herself deep in her coat and went outside again. Only crazy creatures would be out at this early in the year, she murmured. The sun shone through the haze, pale as milk. Crows cawed in the white air. The arms of the trees scratched at the skies. Miss Bear clawed away the ice on top of the pond. She splashed the water in her eyes and muzzle. She sleeked her head fur and took a long, cold drink. It was time to waken Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear's snores drifted from the den, and she smiled. Mr. Bear could sleep through just about anything. Miss Bear shook his shoulders. "Time to get up, Mr. Bear." "Rawr, oink," snored Mr. Bear. Miss Bear shook harder. "Wake up, Mr. Bear." Mr. Bear shrugged her away and turned his face to the wall. "Just another 5 weeks," he begged. Miss Bear poked his back. "Happy Valentine's Day." Mr. Bear curled himself into a fur ball. "Arr, onk," he said. "Oh, you don't." Miss Bear pulled the bear's ears till he curled himself up. She tickled his paws. She pried his eyes and watched them drop close again. "Honk," said Mr. Bear. Miss Bear sighed. She took an empty berry can, snuggled deep in her coat, and went back outside. A wolverine slept safe in a hollow log. A deer drank from the pond. It stopped drinking and looked at Miss Bear with surprise. As she filled the berry can, Miss Bear decided the deer had never seen a bear up and about so early. She carried the can of ice water inside. "I'm sorry about this, Mr. Bear," she said, "but you can't just keep on sleeping on this very special day. 1, 2, 3! Surprise!" Mr. Bear shouted and sat straight up. It was a surprise, all right. Miss Bear jumped and the ice water splashed all over her. Mr. Bear hugged her. "You thought I could sleep through just about anything, didn't you?" he boomed. "Well, I fooled you. Happy Valentine's Day." He pulled a box from under his pillow. "I've had these here all along." "Oh, Mr. Bear, chocolate-covered ants. My very favorite." Mr. Bear licked his lips. "Mine too." He admired the sign on the wall. Then Miss Bear ran for the poems and Mr. Bear read them aloud. "Dear Mr. Bear, you're my Valentine. That's lovely." His nose wrinkled. "Is that fruity, rich summer honey I smell?" Miss Bear smiled. "Will you join me at the table?" They sat together, sharing Valentine's treats till shadows filled the den, and the bowl and the box and the honey pot were empty. And the special day was ended. And they went to sleep again until spring. The end! Happy Valentine's Day! See you all soon.